Hey guys, RLSans1997 here. Stay tuned for a full tutorial on how to set up and host your very own Minecraft Bukkit server. Alright guys, so as I said, this is a tutorial on how to set up a Bukkit server using port forwarding. Now, just a disclaimer, this does not work for Verizon Internet, as I have discovered through my previous server tutorial video, and it varies for everybody. It may not work for some people, and that is rather unfortunate, but this works for many, and hopefully this will help you out. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is find your default gateway. So we're going to want to hit start, search programs, type in run, and then type in CMD. Hit enter, and a command prompt window will open up. Now in the command prompt window, you want to type ipconfig. That's IPCONFIG. Hit enter, and a bunch of numbers will pop up. You're going to want to scroll up until you find the IPv4 address. Or not on the Ethernet, but on the wireless LAN. So you guys might have a bunch of numbers, whatever, you're going to want to find this one. So my IPv4 address is 192.168.1.3. Your guys' numbers will be different. All you really need to worry about is it needs to start with 192.168. whatever. Most of the time it's 1.1 by default, but who knows, it can change a lot. So what you're going to want to do is find your default gateway, which should be 192.168.1.1, and go ahead and just type that right in on the browser. So we can go 192.168.1.1. Now, depending on what kind of router you have, this will bring you to a login screen. If you do not get this login screen and it brings you to cannot connect, then unfortunately you should just stop watching this video, because you will not be able to complete it as I will be instructing you. But if this does come up, then by default the username is admin and the password is password. If this does not work, perhaps the password has been changed by either a family member or yourself, so you can go ahead and find that out. So I'm going to log in, and it will bring me to my Netgear command center, basically. And you're going to want to look for the option that's called port forwarding / port triggering. On other routers it might be under different categories, but it will be under the general topic of port forwarding. You're going to want to click on port forwarding, and you're going to want to add a custom service. Under here, I suggest calling it Minecraft server, just so you can access it easily. And you want to leave it as TCP/UDP. With starting port, make sure it's on 25565, and the same thing for the ending port, 25565. Now, this is where you need to remember that number from earlier. Remember where it said 192.168.1.3? Whatever your number is from your IPv4 address, you're going to want to throw it right in here. So for me it's 3. I can hit apply, and unfortunately it says port conflict blah 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 because I already have it created. But here you can see, I'll just edit service so you can see this is what I have. I hit apply, and now you have it saved. Make sure port forwarding is clicked, and you should be all set. Now you're going to want to actually download the Bukkit client. You're going to want to go to Bukkit.org. Again, I will have all these links in the description, and you're going to want to look for right here. Under recommended builds, it says recommended build for Craft Bukkit. The newest version is right here, so you can just click on that, and it will bring you to a download page, and you can just hit download. I'll hit keep, and while we're waiting for that to download, we can just go and create a new folder on the desktop where we can host our Bukkit server. So I'll call this Bukkit. Now, this is almost done downloading, and actually we can just close all these up. We do not need those, and we do not need that. So I'll just close that up, and we can just wait for this to finish downloading. It will only be a second. Alright, so now I'm going to just drag this right into the Bukkit folder that we created earlier, and now I can open this folder up. Whatever you do, do not click on Craft Bukkit, because that would be rather unfortunate, and it becomes more of a hassle. If you do, send me a private message and I'll be able to help you out with that, but it just makes it more of a problem. So now let's right click on here, and let's just rename it Bukkit, just to make it easy. Okay, so now after you do that, you're going to want to do right click, new, and then text document. You can just keep it as new text document and double click the document. Now I already had this copy pasted from what I had earlier, but I'm going to have this in the description, and you guys can copy paste it into the file you make. Now whatever you could do, you can change these to make more RAM. So if by default it's 1024, and also 1024 here as well. But I boosted it because my computer can handle more to improve the performance. So you can either do 1024, 2048, or as I've done 3072. You can keep going in increments of 1024, but 3072 is pretty good for what I want. So notice that I have everything here. I can hit File, Save As, and you're just going to want to save it as run.bat. Save it, and you can close that right up. Now you'll see I have a program that's run and it's executable. Now I can double click run, and here comes my Bukkit. This is the console that you now get so you can use your Bukkit server. You'll see a bunch of files being created. That is very good, and that means you have successfully done it. You can see preparing spawn area, and that just means it's creating the world. So it's going to be creating a couple of worlds, the nether, the end, and everything to get it all set up. Now it says done. When it says done, you can just go ahead and type stop right in the console, hit enter, it'll hit saving chunks, and it will close on its own. So you do not need to worry about that. And now you get this. Basically, now what you can do is I'll run this again just to show you guys. Double click run. Anytime you want to run it, you can just double click on that. And also when you're done, make sure you hit stop. Now this is done. And I'm going to open up my Minecraft real quick just to show you guys what I can do. And now if say I just want to play by myself, I can add direct connect. I can do localhost if I'm joining my own server that's being run on my computer. And you can see now I have a nice lovely Minecraft server created. However, if a friend wants to join my world and I want to let them play, then you're going to need to do one thing. You need to get your IP address. So we can go to ipchicken.com, again link in the description, and boom, you're going to see a number pop up right under current IP address. Now this number is going to be your IP address, or you can just go on Google and search IP address whatever and it'll pop right up. Now if your friends want to join, you're going to have to give them this number. It might depend. You can just give them that number and they should be able to connect all right in the direct connect box. So for my number, I'm just going to do an example. I'll do direct connect and say this is my number 12.34.56.789. You'd be able to hit join server and it will connect you to your server as a friend. Now the main thing that we're going to want to show you guys again, now that you have your whole server set up, you're able to join it and you're done. Let's hit stop and close the console. Now that is all for this video, guys. Now you have the basics, and hopefully you'll be able to go and learn how to use your Bukkit server. But if you want to click the annotation on the screen right now, you can go and see my video on how to install plugins, which hopefully will help you guys out and show you how to install the plugins so you can add a lot of cool features to your world and discover everything Bukkit has to offer. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this helped you out. If it did, please leave a comment and a like. Possibly subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And if it just didn't work for you, I do apologize. I disclaimed it. That doesn't work for everybody. But do please, still give me some positive ratings. And if you just like it, please leave a comment below saying why. And thank you guys for watching.